I'd actually love to see Dylan O'Brien in a Transformers movie rather than just as a voice actor. The screen test of him changing into a car didn't look very good. Hi, I'm Dylan O'Brien. The internet is a place with a lot of people and a lot of opinions. So today we're going to read and respond to some of them. This is Don't Read the Comments. At John says the bleach blonde is such a look. Thanks. It's like rock bottom hair. You know what I mean? It feels like it's breakup hair. You know what I mean? It feels like it's like you got out of a relationship hair. The reason Disney didn't want him is because they're afraid he will take the spotlight from everyone else. The reason that Disney didn't want him is because he can't sing. This is a true story. I actually did go and do this audition because I know I can't really sing, and I just wanted to go do it because I was kind of like, fuck it. And I remember the casting assistant said, okay, that was great, thank you. We need a stronger singer. It was something like that. I'd actually love to see Dylan O'Brien in a Transformers movie rather than just as a voice actor. The screen test of him changing into a car didn't look very good. You know what's funny? A guy randomly came up to me on the street one time and he said, are you the guy in Transformers? And I was like Shia LaBeouf? And he's like, are you not in Transformers? And I was like, well, it's weird. This is weird because technically I am, but not in a way that you'd recognize. And it ended up being a really long conversation. We're still friends. Okay, I tweeted in 2011, at Jenna Janey, SpongeBob is where I derive all my acting influence. No. I love SpongeBob, and I think that the show is like a masterpiece. I think I probably said this because in sort of reflecting on like shows or movies or things that I loved watching as a little kid, you just realize how much you pull from all that. SpongeBob was one of my favorite characters as a kid, you know? And so he probably influenced me just as much as like a Jim Carrey did or like a Matthew Perry did, you know what I mean? At Comedy Junkie, with this funny of a cast, it must have been the most fun set ever. Yeah, it's pretty fun. No, I always loved Lamorne from New Girl, and like I'd always like met him randomly at places too, like forever, and just thought he was like so nice. And Willem Dafoe, when Willem Dafoe came on, I know everybody was really jazzed. JK too, obviously. Oh, and Cooper Hoffman too, who's like my buddy. So that was really fun because we were like buddies who were then going to work together. Dan is a legend. Does Dylan have a favorite Dan character? It's probably like kind of random, but like my favorite Dan Aykroyd character for me as a kid was from a movie called Tommy Boy. Aykroyd just kind of plays this like Chicago car parts dealer, and he just has this like Chicago accent, and that's the like not a prominent one at all, I think, for anybody. But that was like the first thing that I was familiar with Dan Aykroyd from when I was like a little kid, because I loved Tommy Boy. How did I keep a straight face? You know what's funny? I didn't really, and it's in the show. There's literally like a cut, it's like on Larry, and he's like telling the dog to shut the fuck up. He has like the dog in his arms and he's telling the dog to shut the fuck up. And I'm in the shot and I look off camera and I'm laughing. You can see it, it's in the show if you go and look for it. So I didn't really keep a straight face, especially with Larry, because he's hilarious. Holy crap, real good so far, but will he nail the flip-flops? Yeah, f*** you flip-flops. Nailed it. Yeah, I was trying to channel Andrew, for sure. That scene always stuck with me. Like his performance in that scene is just crazy, and it's like I was like 18 or 19, I feel like, when that movie came out, and so it was just an iconic moment. At Gnarly Charlie, Dylan O'Brien is the king of playing himself and making himself seem insane. Yeah, good. Growing up, I liked seeing actors from things like take the piss out of themselves and things, and I don't know, and kind of make you guess whether they're insane or not. Making fun of myself comes naturally to me is the best answer there. Dylan working on an M. Night film, so ready. Yeah, this has been a long time coming. I love this movie. We shot it about 3 years ago. That's exciting that people are excited for it. At Toneburger, does he follow any specific diet? My diet is kind of all over the place. I go in and out of sort of taking care of myself. Sometimes I'm doing a part where I'm like, oh, I technically should let myself go as much as I can so I don't have to, you know, I can just drink beer and stuff. And then sometimes I'm like, you know, it feels good to eat clean, and so it's sometimes for me as easy as like, you know, roasting some chicken and some veggies, you know, of any kind. But then yeah, I'm also somebody who like loves to eat and loves to like kind of be naughty too. So like I definitely indulge. Styles never shirtless. I heard it was because Dylan O'Brien is ripped, but Styles isn't supposed to be, so that's why he was never shirtless. No. That's not true. I don't think I was ever shirtless because there was no interest in me to be shirtless. Like by me, by our casts. So yeah, it's certainly not because there was any sort of secret ribness. Okay, I've heard what the internet has had to say, and I've responded. That's it. Thanks for watching.